Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim and this is Run Tall. Today's a rest day for me, so well, it's an optional rest day. I could go swimming according to my training plan, maybe do some yoga, or I can opt to rest. I'm gonna opt to rest. I have a lot of errands to run. One of the things that I want to do is to go shoe shopping, and that's always fun. I pre-ordered the Supercomp Trainer V2. And was supposed to ship out on the 21st when I initially ordered them. Now this was, a few weeks ago, several weeks ago now, but I see that they still haven't shipped. So I really have no idea when they will ship out. So I thought, well, maybe I'll pick up a different pair to use and review here on the channel. And right now I'm kind of leaning towards the Boston 12. I wasn't a huge fan. Put my coffee down here for a second. Wasn't a huge fan of the Boston 10, so I skipped the 11. I mean, it's okay. It's a decent daily trainer, but it's really not all that exciting to me to run in. But I've been reading about the Boston 12, and it sounds like they're getting back to their roots, to a quicker, more of a up-tempo daily trainer. And I'm thinking that might be a really good companion to train in with the Adios Pro 3. And that's been my shoe of choice so far for this training block for a couple of the speedwork sessions that I've done, because I absolutely love those shoes, and they got enough miles on them now that I'm just training in them. I don't plan to race in the older pair that I have, but I was thinking, yeah, maybe the Boston 12 might be a good alternative to run in. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Not necessarily the question of the day, but if you want to leave a comment about maybe the shoe that you'd like to see me review on the channel, I always appreciate your feedback. I may do a poll that I post out there too to get your feedback, but if you watch this video and you want to let me know what you might be interested in, as long as it's available. Not all shoes are always available to me. If they've got released, outside of the US, they may not be here yet for me to choose. But if it's one that I can pick up, I'll certainly do my best to do so. But for a question of the day, what's your favorite piece of recovery gear? And the reason I bring that up is because it's a rest day. I was kind of pampering myself a little bit, and I've got a ton of recovery gear. Hydragun makes some awesome gear. I've got a couple of products that I'm going to be reviewing for them coming up, but they're both on embargo right now, so I can't really talk about that. But one of the pieces is, Kim got it for me. They're a compression booty, so they come up, around your feet, up through to your calf. You can choose the level of compression, you can choose heat, and I absolutely love these things. I think she got them on Amazon. I'll talk to her, and maybe I can put the link in the description if you guys are interested in something like that for yourself, but they feel terrific. And I wore those a lot when I was dealing with that tendonitis after Boston, and it made a world of difference, in helping me just feel better and to help get all those toxins out of my system and get, help to bring that swelling down with that compression. I was elevated like this for a good period of time while I was recovering, and I was wearing those compression boots. But I was curious what your guys' favorite compression gear might be. So let's talk about it in the comment section below. And then the comment of the day is going to go out to Duncan. Duncan had commented on the VaporFly 3 versus the Adios Pro 3 video, and remarked about how many miles they were able to get on the VaporFly 2, because I mentioned that I got about 150 miles, and then I kind of stopped running in them at that point because they didn't feel all that terrific to me. The ZoomX foam went dead, but their experience was quite a bit different. They got over 450 kilometers, which is, that's pushing 300 miles. So I just thought it's a good idea just to highlight something like that, because it just goes to show you that we can have different experiences in different shoes. And that's awesome. That's awesome to get 300 miles out of that shoe. Sure, that makes it a better value, certainly, as a shoe to choose from. Okay, so I've just had a little bit of fun in my run yesterday. I took out the More V4s. I actually took them out on the trails. Not a trail shoe, but the trails I took them out on were pretty hard packed. And I didn't go, I'm very familiar with the area, so I didn't go where I needed a trail shoe, where I needed that, all those lugs on the bottom, that kind of thing. It was hard packed dirt trails, and I knew these would do fine. They got a little bit extra dirty. I also put a few laps in around, one of these segments on Strava to hopefully hold my, I don't know, what do they call that? When you, I don't know, I'm going to have to look that up. But my local legend status, try to keep my local legend status on that segment in these shoes. So I put a little fun in my run with the More V4s. I have close to 60 miles on these already. I'm not going to do a 50-mile shoe review on these. It's an older shoe, it's been out a while, but I might do a 100-mile shoe review just to talk about how it's holding up durability wise. So what I thought I'd do is just share a little bit of that run with you. Again, it's out at my local state park, and then we'll see you afterwards. Oh, I just feel so lucky, I guess, blessed to be able to come out to a state park like this and do a quick, easy run. Enjoyed the scenery, sunshine, and because I was running on the trails, I got to enjoy the shade. That was all right. The downside was I got chased around by a lot of bugs, but I guess that just kept me going forward. Gave me a little motivation to keep moving, so I wouldn't get bit up too badly. Oh man, love it, absolutely love it. Oh, so much fun, really enjoyed it, and it was nice to be able to run in the shade because it was still it was in the high 70s when I was out there at the park, but the shade really helped. The downside was there was a lot of bugs, so I felt like I was constantly trying to brush the bugs off me. Mosquitoes and things were kind of biting me up a little bit. Tomorrow I got a fartlek run scheduled, and I think an easy run as well. The fartlek run, I'm not sure. I thought about doing it out at the park in the same area because it's a little easier to do that kind of a run than a traditional speed day would be, because I can vary my speeds out there on the trails when I find a space that I'm able to do that out there. But I don't know. It sometimes can be a little bit difficult to pick up the pace on the trails because of all the roots, and you never know what you're going to run into with fallen trees and that sort of thing. So I might try to look for or go out to maybe the Rails for Trails where you just have a straight shot, but it's dirt, so it's a little bit easier to do speed work out there, or maybe it'll just be around town. I guess this might be a game day decision that I make. All right, so that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Right here on Run Tall.